Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Vega Vibes here.
We are back.
Oh, by the way, let me thank all the new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. You are officially a Vega Viber. I like that better than subscribers.
Anyway, here we go. So in this video, we are going to be installing a fuse holder. Where is it? Here it is. A fuse holder to the main line that comes from the bulkhead and connects with the alternator. And only because I don't see a fusible link or any fuses running from the battery to the starter relay and then to the bulkhead and then back to the alternator and inside to the voltage meter and then from the voltage meter to the fuse box. And so after 18 years of owning this vehicle, going to car shows and talking to other enthusiasts, I always wonder why they carry fire extinguishers. And they all say the same thing. And they reminded me that back in those days, because I am old enough, right? I remember seeing these cars burning up all across the board, Fords, Chevy, and Chryslers. You know, you would see them on the side of the road burning up in flames. And a lot of time you heard it was an electrical issue. Well, I don't want that to happen to my car. I put too much work, too much love and dedication into this car in the 18 years that I've had it. It used to be grandma's daily driver. I am the second owner of this vehicle. And again, I've had it for 18 years. So I'm gonna go ahead and protect it just to have peace of mind. So we're gonna do that. And then I know you guys are all waiting for the transmission finalization, right? If I can ever get that done. Well, here's the dry shaft, the original dry shaft of the car. And here's the new yoke that's going in. Look how much bigger that is. Can you see that? So I'm gonna have that installed here with a new U-joint. The rear of the dry shaft was already done years ago when I put in a 489 case in here out of a 69 Roadrunner. And so I had to shorten it then. And now with the new A727 torque flight transmission, I know it's about 3 inches that need to be cut off. So that I have a line here, but I think I'm off by a little. I need to remeasure it and make sure that I got it right, so I can give the measurements to the driveline place. And we're gonna take this over there. All right, so this is today's video, but there is gonna be one more video before the dry shaft, and that's gonna be this thing over here. This thing. And let's see, does it identify what this is? Yeah, there it is. Aluminum pizza tray. Yep, it's a pizza tray. It's come on. It's an 18-inch pizza tray. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing with it. I'm going to tell you that I'm going to install it in the engine bay. All right? There it is, 18 inches, and there's a reason for this. I'm trying to figure something out. Again, I don't want to give away too much. I want it to be a surprise. You guys are going to get a kick out of this one. And you probably think it's silly, but there's a reason for it. Believe me, when I get to this video, I'll tell you the reason. But if you guys can guess, and you can leave it in the comments, please. Oh, also, don't forget to like and subscribe. But leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think I'm going to do with this and where it's going to go and why. If you can figure it out, and you're the first to figure it out, then guess what? You'll be the first to figure it out. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get this video started. Okay, so I got a couple of Allen keys here, and we're going to start off by removing the main power wire. This one here goes directly to the starter, and that's the only place it connects. This extra wire here, if you notice, I have a let's shut this down. It's a 100 amp circuit breaker. Looks like a little fuse holder. This runs to an amplifier that I installed in the trunk, and so it runs through here. I kept it brown because I don't like all that red coming through here, and it goes directly to the battery here. So let's go ahead and take this off. And we're going to remove this, move it to the side. Okay, that one dropped. That's good. Get this one out of the way. Let's just put it right there. Okay, now this is the wire that we're going to change. This is the stock wire, actually. I did replace this terminal because the one that was on here, it wasn't original anyway, but it looked pretty old and cruddy. So I had this one laying around. This is from Rockford Fosgate, and it's just been in my garage for 30 something years. May as well use it, right? So you know what, let me get a razor and separate these two here. Let's see. I try to make this look as stock and as pretty as possible. Okay, that should separate it right there. There we go. Alright, so now it's just a matter of unscrewing it here, putting a terminal, a ring terminal on the, or I could cut it here and butt it together, but that's not going to look too pretty. I'll just throw this wire in the trunk in case I need it for something someday. That's funny, is I know that some cars have fusible links. I don't know what years. I know it doesn't have it here. I've never seen one. Alright. Not bad for a stock wire, huh? Alright, let me go get a wrench or a socket for this, and we'll remove this one, and we'll get that other fuse holder set up. Okay, so I have the nut loose here. Let's remove this. Battery's completely disconnected. Let's not drop this. And this is the wire right here. An original Chrysler product. What should I do with this? We'll save it. Okay, so I'm all set up over here. I have the ring terminal. I have the wire ready. I have some shrink tubing here. I have my crimper and the hammer. This is old. I've had this since the early 90s. She's still kicking. All right, so here's the plan. We are going to install this. All right, let's put this back on here for a second. Let's put that back on there. All right, so the longer end, which is this one here, it's going to slide in here. So what I did was I cut it just long enough so that the insulation can hide at the very end there, but it still make contact in there. So I can put that Allen screw back in there, tighten it down. And so this is the way I want it to look, straight up and down like this, the fuse holder itself. And so the ring terminal, I'm going to put it on sideways here, so when I do install it, if I were to put it on straight, it would want to twist the wire, and then there's no fixing it. And then again, I can't do it here though. It doesn't matter. I just suffer from OCD. So okay, she's all set up. All I have to do is slam it one time. Let's see if I can do it without missing. And that should do it. Isn't that pretty? That's done. Slide this over. Oh, come on. Oh no. The heat shrink is a little too tight. Now what? Maybe I'll just squeeze it some more. Okay, I just took a pair of grip pliers and squeezed the terminal nice and tight, and it went right over it. Doesn't look like it needs much shrinking, but let's shrink it anyway. Got my trusty heat gun. Let's set it up so you guys can see it. Shrink it. You look at that. Almost looks like a professional did it. Okay. So here's the plan. We're going to install it here first at the relay and then slide it through. Okay, let me get that started. Okay, so she's all cleaned up. I sanded the terminal here, nice and shiny, nice and clean. It had a lot of crud on it, so I used a little sandpaper, right, to clean that up. I took the nut to the wire wheel and the washer, cleaned those up. So now it's just a matter of reconnecting. Also, I traced that wire because I know it does come from the alternator, and somehow, somewhere, it runs in here. I can see it here, and then it has a connector. But then, in looking at it, I opened it up, and I noticed there's a fusible link right there. So there is some sort of protection. I guess they thought about it. So, but the car's still burned up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that fuse on there anyway, just to be on the safe side. So, and then you have, of course, this power wire here. This one goes directly to the starter only, and I'm going to leave that disconnected for now because I still need to put the starter in place, and it's wired up. I never removed the wires from it, so we're going to go ahead and leave that like that. But let me finish this up. I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, so the wire is in place. It's bolted down nice and tight. And I did find a 20 amp fuse. That's got to be at least 30 years old too. I have a lot of junk like this laying around. Well, it's not junk if I can use it, right? Anyway, here's the 80 amp fuse. We will not be using this. So 20 amp it is. And that's going to complete that job. So now we have the power seat in the stereo. See, it says seat there. This is going to be the main power for the rest of the car. I don't know if I do put the compressor back on here and use the air conditioner. I'm not sure if I'm going to need a bigger fuse. We'll find out, right? I can't believe that fusible link is more than 10 or 15 amps. So 20 is good. I feel a lot better now. I feel like you know, like I can sleep at night and not worry about the car catching on fire when I go on a road trip or something. But I think we're all done here. Oh, and for you regular viewers, I know you guys are waiting for this thing to hit the road. I'm still working on the drive shaft. That's all that needs to be done. I will be dropping that off sometime in the coming days, and we'll get that done. I will bring you guys back. Maybe they'll let me do a tour of their facilities, and you guys can enjoy that with me. Also, the daily driver I've been working on this because my granddaughter is 15 years old, and I'm giving her driving lessons in this thing. This thing is perfect for driving lessons. And I know if you notice, I did paint the white lines on here. Remember when I swapped out this this front end because I had a little fender bender? I found another one cheaply. I removed the front end, put it on here, but the stripes were all cracked up and they were gray. They didn't match the rest of the car. So all I did was mask it off right where the black pinstripe is. See how I saved that? Used some tape, put newspaper all over the car, and I just went to town with a can of paint, Rust-Oleum, bright white, gloss white, and of course, you know I had to put my decal on there. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we will see you in the next one.